Welcome to Getting Started Secrets Guide to Network Marketing Part 1, Your Market and Your Reason Why, by Harold G. Walters of HaroldGWalters.com. Would you like to be able to confidently approach your friends and family in an effective, authentic way without feeling weird and embarrassed so that you can have fast success? I'm going to tell you the secrets that everyone else leaves out of their training because I'm not hiding anything. And I believe you are fully capable of understanding and profiting from all the secrets. This training is an addition to your company and team getting started training and goes right along with it. If you like what you see in the training, then download your free Getting Started Secrets Guide at HaroldGWalters.com, which includes a special bonus training on what to do about your burned out market. How would you feel if you could talk to your friends and family about your new network marketing business without it feeling weird and awkward? What would it be like to have the people you love and care about understand and support you? What would it be worth to you for your network marketing business to get off the ground quickly? Everyone has some reason why they get started in network marketing. Everyone has some income number in mind. What are yours? What would it be worth to you to succeed and achieve your reason why and earn the income you desire? I'm Harold G. Walters, and it's great to meet you. Just so we won't be complete strangers, let me tell you a little bit about myself. You probably heard when you were growing up, go to school, get good grades, get a good education, get a good job. I know I did, over and over and over again. So that's what I did. I went to college, and I've been working as a full-time engineer for the same oil and gas service company for the past 27 years. But having college degrees did not guarantee my success in network marketing. Far, far from it. 24 years ago, my best friend introduced me to my first network marketing company. It was a startup and it had no training at all. So naturally, I failed miserably, and after 6 months, I was out. Then I joined my second network marketing company 2 years later. But because my senior business partners lived halfway across the country, and this was before the internet and cell phones, I still did not have good getting started training. I could hardly get any of my friends and family to even take a look. Because I didn't know what I was doing, I blew their chance to benefit. Regardless of the obstacles, I was going to do what it took. So I stuck with it, and I built a team and I earned an income for the next 7 years, mostly with people I didn't know. The problem was I had a home-based business, but I was never home because I was always out prospecting and doing meetings. Then there were company legal issues, and I decided that what was happening was not in line with my values. I had developed all these network marketing skills, and I had learned how to help my team members and get started and build their teams. But I had lost all my desire. So I set aside network marketing. And for the next 15 years, I used those same people and business skills I had learned to build my engineering career. Then, a couple of years ago, oil prices went from $160 a barrel to $30 a barrel, and my company laid off 40% worldwide and 44% locally. Now, I survived the layoffs, but I took a 20% pay cut. I've been through layoffs before, but nothing like this. It was just unprecedented. Maybe you know someone who's been laid off or took a pay cut over the past few years. It forced me to think about what I would do if I lost my job. I found that I wouldn't feel like much of a man if I couldn't support my family. What was I going to do? I had to come up with something. So when my sister-in-law approached me about her network marketing business, I finally said yes, and I've never looked back. I'm building mostly online from home now, but what I found is my family and friends still need a personal touch, and that's what this training is all about. Most of the training that I've seen for approaching friends and family is not only not effective, but it will actually help you become a member of the NFL. Now that's not the National Football League. That's the No Friends Left Club. And that's not a club you want to be in. So we're going to fix that. These videos will give you the concepts and the skills, the formulas, and the scripts that will allow you to be effective, authentic, and successful with your friends and family. I'll be teaching you timeless concepts and modern tools and techniques. In addition to the nuts and bolts, I'll also give you just enough of a conceptual framework so that all the training you hear will fit together and it won't be so random. I created this reusable tool for my team, and I wanted to give back to the profession by giving you for free the Getting Started Secrets Guide to Network Marketing that I wish I'd had when I got started. I'd like to thank my team, my mentors, my senior business partners, and my favorite network marketing trainers without whom this training would not be possible. The most exciting thing about the network marketing profession is that everyone can succeed at it. But the saddest thing is that most people will not do what it takes to succeed. What Eric Worre says about your initial success in network marketing is you'll either be punished or rewarded for the life you led before joining the network marketing profession. However, your initial success or lack of it has very little to do with your long-term success. You have to learn to be okay with succeeding at your own pace and never, never compare your rate of success to someone else's. There's an old saying, experience is the best teacher. It may be the best teacher, but over the years I've certainly learned that experience is the slowest and most painful teacher. If you can learn from the other people's experience, it's far faster and far less painful. How does this work? As you learn about other people's experience, you become aware. And that awareness allows you to notice and apply their experience into your own life. You short-circuit the slow, painful lessons you'd have to learn all by yourself otherwise. Now, the danger is that you'll just get stuck acquiring knowledge. And as Tony Robbins says, knowledge is not power. Knowledge is potential power. Action is power. You must apply the knowledge of other people's experience through action to realize the reward. I've invested tens of thousands of dollars in other people's experience over the past 20 years, and I'm giving you the benefit of my investment. I'll be including bits and pieces from some of them in this training and giving credit everywhere I can remember. Outside of my business partners, some of my favorite network marketing trainers, sales trainers, and mindset trainers are Ray and Jessica Higdon, Eric Worre, Todd Falcone, Cesar L. Rodriguez, Tanya Eliza, John and Nadia Melton, Tom Big Al Schreider, Bob Berg, Janet Johnson, Richard Brooke, Brendan Bouchard, Darren Hardy, Jim Rohn, and Tony Robbins. A quick word of warning, though. When you're first getting started, for the moment, don't get distracted by internet marketing training. Have you ever had ups and downs in life? Of course you have. You'll have ups and downs in your network marketing business just like in life. In Darren Hardy's book, The Entrepreneur Roller Coaster, he talks about how every entrepreneur experiences the emotional roller coaster. You'll be up and down several times a week, sometimes several times a day. Expect it and know that every entrepreneur and every network marketer feels exactly the same way. Except that you're going to get knocked down and you have to work to reduce the time you are down. Confucius said, "Our greatest glory is not in never falling, but in getting up every time we do." Your market consists of the people who potentially purchase your products and services or enroll in your business. Now, the temperature describes how close your relationship is. Your hot market, this is your family, your close relatives, your close friends, in other words, your friends and family. This is typically 10 to 20 people. Some people call this the top 10 or the top 20 or top 5%. Now, next is your warm market. These are your other friends and relatives. Maybe you only see them or talk to them every few months. This varies widely, maybe 10 to 40 people. Next is your cool market. These are your acquaintances, your social media friends, and people you know but you may not have talked to for a few years. Typically this is about 200 people offline, and it varies widely online, 0 to thousands of people. Next is your cold market. These are people you don't yet know. This is millions of people. Finally, there's your frozen, burned out market. Now you have already reached out to your friends and family in the past, maybe even multiple times about network marketing, and they're burned out on you asking them to join your business. You can learn what to do about your burned out market as a special bonus in your free Getting Started Secrets Guide download available at haroldgwalters.com. Now, there are specific strategies to most effectively communicate with each of these groups. If you use the approach for cold market with your hot market, your friends and family are just going to think you're weird. For example, if you're in a long-term relationship and you gave your partner a pickup line, they would just look at you like you're crazy and wonder what the heck was wrong with you. So we're going to focus primarily on the hot market in this training. Now, I'll be creating later trainings for your other market types that build on the concepts, the skills, and the attitudes you learned here. Now let's jump right into the first exercise, your reason why. I want you to say out loud the reason why you're doing this business. Now most people will be more effective without writing your why down on paper because they believe one or more of the following. It seems like schoolwork, it takes too much time, it's just too much work. But most importantly, you'll read from it instead of knowing it. So I want you to pause the video and say out loud your reason why. Your reason why will move yourself and others close to you. It's emotional, not simply factual. It's a feeling, not a fact. It should elicit the response of, me too, not, so what? It should make people want to help you, not be jealous of you. You're telling a story. It must be your story and not just something you think sounds good. It has to be your authentic story. It's effective at moving people who love and care about you. But for acquaintances or those who don't know you, now it might build some rapport and trust, but it will not move them to action. It will clarify your thinking and motivate you to action. It will also likely change over time. It's your emotional, authentic, me too, want to help, why. The second step in the evolution of your why is your why statement. You keep asking yourself why repeatedly until you get to the core reason why you're doing this business. This is your why statement. I want to make money. Well, why? So I can pay my bills. Well, why? I hate bill collectors calling. Well, why? Because it makes me feel like a loser in front of my kids. Bingo. It's the emotional, authentic, me too, want to help, why. The most powerful whys often center around the people in our lives. Kids, parents, siblings, spouse, significant other, relatives, or maybe helping other people. Maybe it's resolving things from our childhood or achieving a lifelong dream. This may feel very personal, and it should be, because being vulnerable and authentic is what gives it power. That's the power, is being vulnerable and authentic. Exercise 2, your why statement. Now that you understand the power of your why, repeatedly ask yourself why until you get to your emotional, authentic, me too, want to help, why statement, and say it out loud. If it doesn't make you emotional, you haven't dug far enough. Your why should make you cry. Keep digging by asking why over and over again until you get to the strong core emotion of why you're doing this business. So pause the video and determine your why statement. The third and final step in the evolution of your why is your why story. It's simply your why statement told as a story in a very specific way. There's an old saying that says, facts tell and stories sell. The story must be crystal clear, and it must be framed as a must-have or a have-to, not a nice-to-have. There have to be real consequences if you don't achieve it. You tap into the pain of you not getting your goals achieved, because your pain will move people more than your achievement. You have to convey your emotions in your story. Your why story formula. Now this is our first formula in our training. The reason I like formulas is because it allows you to have the structure, the steps of what to say so it's effective, and allows you to have some of the words to transition, but it allows you to put in your own words, in your own feelings, in your own story to make it your own. So the why story formula starts out with a problem, and you say, you know how, and then you describe your problem. Or you say, I don't know if you knew that, and then you describe your problem. The next step in the formula is the struggle. Here's where you dig deep into your pain and your struggle. And this is the most emotional part of your story. So be emotional. If you choke up, it's okay. Your why should make you cry. Share your experience. The third step is the consequence. This is the bad thing that's going to happen to you if you don't do something about it. It's the additional pain you'll feel. The fourth and final step is the transition. You say, I've been desperately looking for a way to solve the problem, and I finally found something that looks solid, sounds good, and really feels right to me. Let's listen to a couple of made-up examples that follow the Why Story formula. You know how I've struggled to lose weight and keep it off? I've tried every diet known to man, and I just can't lose the weight. Last night, I was too embarrassed to take off my clothes in front of my girlfriend. If I don't do something, I might lose her. And I've been desperately searching for a way to lose weight, and I finally found something that looks solid and sounds good and feels right. Now, is that more powerful, or is this more powerful? I need to lose weight. I'll leave that up to you. Another example. I don't know if you knew that I've been supporting my mom for the last year. She's always been so good to me, and she needed my help, so I was happy to help. But I got laid off last month, and I haven't been able to find work. I don't know where next month's rent's coming from. I feel like such a failure. I've been desperately searching for a way to help her, and I finally found something that looks solid, sounds good, and just feels right. Versus, I have to help my mom. Which is more powerful? Exercise 3, your why story. I want you to craft your why statement into a why story using the why story formula. Practice your why story out loud to yourself at least 5 times. Modify the wording until it feels totally natural. Be sure to say it with conviction and emotion. Keep practicing with someone until you're totally comfortable with saying it in front of them. Tell them your initial why from exercise 1 and ask them which is more powerful. Heck, ask yourself which is more powerful. Now do you see the value of the process? Write your why story down on paper for posterity, but don't ever read from it because it's pretty strange if you're reading your own story. Be aware that if you're practicing with a spouse or significant other, their response could be either positive or negative. If it's negative, just understand that they're looking for you to actually do something with this business, and they're not really going to give you their approval until you do. Explain to them this is one of the first steps, and they may give you a little grace when you're done practicing with them. Pause the video and practice your why story. If you'd like more information, have suggestions for future trainings, or want direct one-on-one coaching, my most current and up-to-date contact information can always be found at haroldgwalters.com/contact. Look for part 2 of this training at haroldgwalters.com or gettingstartedsecrets.com. Confidently approach your friends and family in an effective, authentic way without feeling weird or embarrassed so that you can have fast success by downloading your free Getting Started Secrets guide at haroldgwalters.com or gettingstartedsecrets.com. Thank you for investing your time with me here today. Don't give up on your dreams. Live your dreams and bring your extraordinary life into reality. Take back your freedom, reach the people that only you can reach, and join me in making the world a better place for all of us. I'm Harold G. Walters, and I empower you to find and fulfill your destiny. Your results and experiences will vary, and there are no guarantees either expressed or implied. Your earnings will depend entirely upon you, your individual skills and abilities, your desire, your effort, your time work, your leadership, the market conditions, and your ability to acquire customers and recruit sales leaders. All examples are to show you what's possible, not what you should expect to achieve. Getting Started Secrets Guide to Network Marketing is copyright 2018 by Harold G. Walters.